Hey y'all, welcome back to Videocity. I'm sitting here with Sherman Demand. He's MC out of Chicago. So I guess let's start off by telling me a little bit about yourself. Are you born and raised in Chicago?
Born and raised in Chicago, 60644, moved to the 51, studio in the 37, all day Chicago.
Really? So how did you get into like rapping?
I've always been a writer, and I was a twin. When I say was, because my twin was killed when I was 18, which was the catalyst behind the dream.
Okay.
Because I was always a writer, he was the rapper. He wanted to take what I write, go to the studio with it and be the rapper, and I would be behind the scenes. But when he was killed, it was like either just let it die or take it over myself. So that's what I decided to do.
Okay. All right. Well, sorry to hear about your loss first and foremost, and then secondly, I guess because I read your bio and I did read that in your bio, and I guess I was wondering, like, a lot of people, I feel like in that situation would kind of like, let it die out and like let that situation go away. And I guess like what motivated you to keep doing it and like keep going in that direction, and I guess like pick up the ball?
Actually, I didn't think it was an option. I had to. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I started my early music. It was cutting edge. It was hard. It was, anger filled. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It was far different from what I'm doing now. A few years ago, 8 to 10 years ago, we was doing mixtapes around the city. Giordano mixtapes. We got all the way up to volume 2, 2.5, and it was like I was working with a lot of different artists. And when it came time to record the music, everybody was amped up and ready. Yeah, studio.
Right.
But on the back end of it, it was like a ghost town. Like, I'm like, man, anybody gonna help push the mixtape?
Okay, so
I'm
nobody,
right, 20 people
put muscle behind it. Everybody wanted to.
Everybody disappeared, and it was like that's when I really gave it up. I stopped for a couple years. But you know what they say: if you love something and you let it go, if it comes back,
If it come back, yeah.
it's meant to be. So. But this time I'm back with a message, with a purpose. I try to teach as well as entertain. Entertain secondly, teach first, because my daughter is really my number one fan. And she loves my music, so I can't. And anytime you rap about something, I feel you're co-signing it, like it's okay.
Right.
So I'm real careful with what I put in my music, because I know my kids listening.
Right.
So my music is the type of music you can put it in if your grandma get in the car, your mama get in the car, anybody get in the car. You don't have to worry about them being offended by any of my lyrics, but at the same time, it's good quality music.
And that was our girl Yaya in Chicago with Sherman Demand, and here's his video at number 3 called A Chicago Drama, the final chapter.
What's up, New York? Sherman Demand is in the building, and you watching Videocity TV. Number 1 because the street says so.
The final chapter. When I left y'all, big man and shorty was beefing on the phone. Man, that's your dope.
Listen, real close, shorty, I'ma tell you how it's gonna go. Before you leave, you better have my bread. If you ain't got my bread, shorty better be dead. If shorty ain't dead, and you ain't got my bread, you might as well shoot your own self in the head.
You must be crazy. I ain't stick around with them blue lights. Police can see the shells before they hit the ground. Like I said, that's your merch, not mine. Chill with the threats. You got your killers, I got mine.
Might as well send them, cause you a dead man walking. First time I ever heard a dead man talking.
That's how you want it? Cool, so be it.
The hit already sent, money already spent. I'm just waiting on the pick of a deceased you. Wanna play in the streets, so let me show you what these streets do.
Big man got the shorty first and left him in the lean. You can still hear his family scream. Set in motion redemption. Assassin's been paid. Big man about to join shorty in the early grave or escorted to a cage. Really, either way, he's in too deep, way beyond being saved. See, killer's the next target, knowing he's being targeted. Figured if he run, he don't know how far he get. He's not running, he going down gunning. Look himself up in the mirror and he said, stop fronting. An army of one versus an army of guns. He already shot his mom, so he's already done. He run in, guns ringing, nobody's leaving. Right before he goes in, he can't help thinking. Lord, help me reach the reachable. Teach me how to lead. Help me help them understand the riches of they seed. How could they planet leave it unmanned, defenseless to the weeds? Surrounded by what themselves potentially could be. Single mothers with super strength, keep holding them, Lord. Fathers that's deadbeats, get a hold of them, Lord. Cause it's never too late for them to be your father. Give me strength, Heavenly Father, so I can reach all of them. Let them know they're irreplaceable, essential. Not only monetarily, but physically and mental. And oh yeah, I wanna thank you again, cause honestly, I wouldn't be the man that I am.
Something you wanna say? Yeah, don't be having my shorty slanging your drugs, man. I ain't go looking for your son. You wasn't there.
Fathers, we need to be
I was
there,
there to
man.
clean up the pieces.
This could be either one of our kids if we're not there to lead them in the right direction.
You can bounce.
Welcome back, Videocity.